you can literally steal the subdomain. You just have to find a target and then subdomains, and then you have to find the CNAME records. Wait, what is CNAME records? CNAME record is a part of DNS which is used to show the content to the user which is not present directly on the subdomain. It collects the information from other part and show it on your domain. So in this case, CNAME is being used. So without starting the theory part, we'll do the practical thing. So let's move on to the screen. Okay, first of all, let me make one thing clear. This is for educational purpose. Don't use to harm anyone. If you found this vulnerability in any domain, in any subdomain, just report it legally and ethically. So without wasting our time, let's get back to our screen. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a subdomain for my website, that is Matrixploit. I'm going to create a subdomain and I hosted it on Cloudflare. So I'll just log into the Cloudflare. After that, I'll go to DNS and then here I'll add a record, and that will be, as usual, it will be CNAME record. Wait, but before that, I have to configure a page on GitHub. So on GitHub, I'm going to create a basic page, and that page I'm going to connect to my subdomain, that is on Cloudflare. So I have on my GitHub account, and now I'm going to create a new repo. So I'll give it a name as temporary and then add a readme file. Now I'm going to create a GH pages, a branch with a name called as GH pages. As we know that only GH pages are able to host on the internet. So now we are going to get on to the setting on pages. So I'm going to type here a name. So before putting up the custom domain, I'll get back to my Cloudflare, and here I'll create CNAME temp, and then here I'm going to create a target. The target will be my username.github.io. So it will be quantity.github.io. So it will be redirected to this particular domain. After that, you have to click on save. After that, you have to get on to here. You have to type it here matrixploit.com, and then you just have to save it. You will see a matrixploit temp.matrixploit.com over here. Let's say I add a index.html file, create a new file. I'll just create, we'll add like index.html. After doing it, I'll just commit it and save changes. Now the DNS has been checked successfully. Then you will get here the temp.matrixploit.com is live. Then we just have to click on it, and yes, our subdomain is live. So many people do this and their main domain name, like matrixploit.com. This is my main domain name, but I have created a subdomain and it is fetching the page content from the github.com, like from GitHub pages, it is fetching its content. Now assume that I don't want that repo anymore, or I accidentally delete that repo. Now what will happen? Let's check. I'm going to delete this repo, this temporary repo. I'll navigate to settings. I'm going to delete this repo, our subdomain. It's giving us error. Now the attacker, what he will do, he will try to create same subdomain. He will try to create a repository and put the subdomain, the custom domain, this, that will be temp.matrixploit.com. Let's switch to the hacker's GitHub page. Okay, so this is my another account, and we are going to try to take over the subdomain. We'll try to steal the subdomain. Let's assume that he's a different guy, he's an attacker. He don't have any kind of access to that subdomain, that will be the Cloudflare. Just navigate to repository, create a new repo, give it a name as, hack, create a repo. I'm going to create a file, index.html, and then content as, now I'll simply save it, commit changes, and now I'm going to do what? Settings. I'm going to host this particular repo. Pages, right? Then I simply have to do it like main branch, save it. Then I have to add here, that's it. And then save it. So this GitHub account I have opened in incognito mode. This is proxy. Okay. And this is my main GitHub account. Here is my main GitHub account. And this is the genuine one from where I have authorized, and I have created a CNAME record for this particular GitHub repo. Now what I'm going to do, see, here is the temp, right? Now the CNAME record still exists, but I have deleted the GitHub repo, right? And it was showing 404 error. Now we are going to see what has happened now. I'll just reload this. What it is saying? Your site is live at http://temp.matrixpoint.com. Now what I'm going to do? See, previously it was giving me 404 error, and my personal GitHub account is not having that temp repo, and it is not pointing to any temp subdomain. Now what I'm going to do? I'm just going to refresh this. Yes, the subdomain has been takeover. You have to take care while deleting the repo from the GitHub. You should be deleting the CNAME record as well. If you do not delete the CNAME record, then anyone can take over your subdomain. So you have to take care about your CNAME records and other records as well. So before deleting a repo, you should delete your CNAME first. That's it for today's video. Meet you in the next session. Peace out.